The discovery begins on an unremarkable afternoon when Alex, returning to the house of childhood memories, stumbles upon a hidden relic tucked away in a forgotten corner. Behind a loose floorboard in the attic, wrapped in a faded cloth, lies an aged, dust-covered box. Its surface is marked by time, scuffed edges, a tarnished lock, and as Alex's fingers tremble with anticipation, the hush of the decades whispers of secrets long kept. For 20 long years, silence has cloaked the mystery of Dad's disappearance. His absence had become an echo in family stories, a half-remembered myth of a man whose presence was both felt and absent. Unbeknownst to Alex, the box cradles unopened letters written by Dad, letters that had quietly waited for the right moment to speak their truth. The label on the box, almost illegible and penned in a looping archaic script, read simply, "For when the time is right." The first letter, yellowed with age, carries the scent of old paper and a faint trace of tobacco. Its envelope bears no return address, and the handwriting is unmistakably fatherly, bold, careful strokes that once exuded love, longing, and desperation. Alex reads aloud the opening lines, the voice resonating with wonder and skepticism. "My dearest child, if these words find you, know that my journey never truly ended. I have walked a path shrouded in shadows, and now I leave behind the echoes of our truth." It is not merely the written words that leave Alex spellbound, but the raw emotion seeping from every line. The careful choice of words, the delicate nuances, and the cryptic warnings sewn into each sentence hint at a legacy that goes far beyond the memories of a vanished father. With each letter, a part of the narrative is revealed, a roadmap to a past filled with danger, betrayal, and a secret that someone, somewhere, killed to keep locked away. Alex recalls fragments of childhood, moments under a wary sky, and whispers in hallways that spoke of hidden debts and unspeakable truths. The letters carry echoes of laughter and tears, of unfinished conversations and unhealed scars, each one a testament to a life that oscillated between hope and despair. It is in these moments, as each envelope is delicately opened, that Alex begins the slow yet inevitable descent into a labyrinth of memories and warnings. One letter in particular draws attention. It is addressed in a personal, almost intimate tone, recounting the meticulous details of a family legacy that had been shrouded in secrecy. The letter describes a lineage tainted by a series of questionable decisions and dangerous associations, affairs that had drawn the ire not only of the law, but of rival sets of powerful enemies. The narrative is interspersed with cryptic phrases like, "The final act nears," and "The silence speaks louder than the truth." The narrative grows even more perplexing as one reads of times when events from the past suddenly mirror the present, as if the father knew that history never really ends. Another letter mentions incidents and people currently in Alex's life, names that only recently surfaced in whispered conversations, coincidences that defied explanation, and warnings that now carried an unnerving sense of urgency. "Be vigilant," the writing implores, "for the same shadows that hunted me may now be upon you." Alex can almost hear the heartbeat behind each word, a fervent and desperate plea to heed warnings that time might be repeating itself. Every envelope, every creased fold, reveals a piece of the puzzle that has tormented the family for generations. The story of Dad's disappearance is no longer confined to an unexplained vanishing act. It is entwined with a dark conspiracy, one that seems to span decades and continents. The letters speak about clandestine meetings in dimly lit rooms, secret alliances formed under the cover of darkness, and a pervasive fear that secrecy had become a matter of life and death. For Alex, reading these words creates a sensation that transcends time. It is as if the letters themselves have breathed life into a narrative that yearns to be understood. The narrative takes on a surreal quality when Alex unearths a final unaddressed envelope, one with no signature and no clear date. Its paper is crisper, yet it bears the unmistakable touch of the same careful penmanship. With trembling hands at the brink of revelation, Alex unfolds the note. The message is startling in its ambiguity. I write not only of what has been, but of what is yet to come. Do you see me in the quiet moments? Am I still with you when the silence speaks? This passage, enigmatic and equally evocative, forces a painful question into the light. Is Dad still writing, surviving in fragments of the past, or perhaps orchestrating events in the present? The notion sparks a cascade of questions with no immediate answers, a mystery both personal and profound. This uncanny twist transforms what seemed like a relic of a bygone era into a beacon for a new uncomfortable reality. Alex begins to notice everyday occurrences that seem to mirror the imagery in the letters, the mysterious figures in the background of a photograph, coincidences that hint at surveillance, mirroring the cautious language penned long ago. Shadows seem long ago, whispers in empty corridors carry extra weight, and even the wind appears to murmur once familiar phrases of warning. Every modern sound and visual echo appears in dialogue with the past, ensuring that the family's unresolved story is anything but forgotten. Yet the heart of this story remains deeply human. It is the echo of a father's enduring love combined with the sorrow of unspoken regret. These letters, filled with coded language and half-metaphors, are not written to instill fear, but to connect, bridge a gap between what was lost and what might yet be found. In reading them, Alex is forced to come to terms with a duality. The man who once strived to protect his family is the same man who concealed truths that endanger his legacy and his loved ones. The intimate duality of a loving parent trapped by the consequences of his own espionage with invisible adversaries becomes palpable with every carefully inscribed phrase and every emotional, weighted exclamation mark. Through these letters, the narrative of a long-absent father suddenly reshapes the present. Alex is drawn into a quest, a journey through dim archives, silent corridors of memory, and secretive networks that once threatened to tear the family apart. Each sentence offers both solace and a warning. The love that binds cannot erase the scars that run deep. As the exploration unfolds, Alex uncovers hints of betrayal by those once trusted, a conspiracy so layered and intricate that every revelation leads to more ambiguous questions than definitive answers. Central to the unfolding drama is the emerging idea that Dad might still be writing. The letters hint at a reality where the past remains dangerously active. The warnings are not confined to history books but pulse through the present day. One cannot help but feel an eerie kinship between the ticking of a clock and the writing in the letters, as if time itself were trying to communicate. Every minute, every heartbeat seems synchronized with the unseen hand that writes from beyond. Was Dad orchestrating events from afar, or did he leave behind an elaborate plan to protect someone from a reawakening danger? Such questions provide a spine-chilling refinement to a story already steeped in mystery. In the quiet moments of reflection, Alex begins to see that these letters are not just a bag of memories, but rather a carefully composed lifeline cast across time. They embody a mixture of hope and warning, urging the reader to piece together a truth hidden beneath layers of painful family history and clandestine encounters. The emotional weight is undeniable. Here is an attempt at reconciliation, a desperate bid from a man who once loved unconditionally to guide his child through the volatile terrain of forgotten memories and resurfacing threats. As this journey continues, Alex finds comfort in knowing that every piece of the past has purpose. Each word, each carefully scribed sentence is a reminder that the truth, no matter how veiled, has a way of revealing itself. The letters are a testament to resilience. Even when the truth seems too heavy to bear, it endures, waiting for the moment of reckoning. And in that waiting, there is both heartbreak and liberation. The tormented history of a family gradually unfolds into a narrative that is as timeless as it is tragic. Stepping beyond the initial shock of discovery, Alex is compelled to piece together the scattered clues. The documents, dog-eared and fragile, serve as a cryptic map, each annotation a marker that guides the way forward. In these pages, a mosaic of fragmented memories combines with ominous forecasts of impending peril. With a steady resolve, Alex embarks on an introspective pilgrimage, reaching out to estranged relatives, revisiting sites marked in the faded ink of correspondence, and confronting the demons of generations past. Questions surface like specters in the night. Who was Dad advising? Who were the unnamed adversaries lurking in these tales? And how did the past, with all its gravity, shape the present? Each inquiry feeds into an expanding network of familial connections, fraught with both love and betrayal. In narrating each detail, the letters evoke not only a deep sense of regret, but also an urgent call for atonement, a plea for forgiveness for sins that continue to haunt the corridors of memory. The unfolding mystery impresses upon Alex a sober realization. The truth is often more complicated than any simple narrative. It is layered like the peeling of an onion, each layer exposing more stigma, more vulnerability, and more motivation behind every careful note penned by a concerned father. By the end of the reading, as twilight merges with the lingering glow of candlelight, Alex finds that the journey is not just about solving an old mystery. It is about reckoning with an inherited legacy, accepting the painful duality of love and loss, and understanding that some truths, once revealed, irrevocably change the foundations of one's identity. The letters from Dad have emerged as a powerful metaphor for the ways in which the past refuses to remain dormant. They are a chronicle of family secrets, a testament to whispered warnings in the dead of night, a legacy of love, betrayal, and redemption cast in ink. And as the narrative unfolds, one truth remains hauntingly clear. The art of writing is not confined by the boundaries of time. Through these pages, Dad's voice continues to echo, a ghostly reminder that sometimes, even after decades of silence, the written word can breathe life back into stories thought to be dead. The final inscription, barely a question now, lingers in the space between memory and reality. Am I still here? It is a question that carries the weight of both loss and hope, urging the listener to consider that the past is never really gone. Dad's love, his warnings, and his cryptic hints are a continuous reminder that every choice, every secret kept or revealed, ripples through time. They bind the present, even as they haunt the past, weaving a tapestry of emotions that defy simple explanation. For the listener, this is not just a story of a missing father or a tapestry of hidden letters. It is an invitation to embrace the complexities of memory, the enduring influence of legacy, and the possibility that every secret has a way of coming to light. The narrative of these letters challenges one to see that even the darkest parts of one's history hold a spark of clarity, a glimmer that may in time guide the way to understanding and perhaps eventual reconciliation. In the end, Alex's experience is a testament to what happens when the silence is finally broken. The letters are both a farewell and a call to action. They serve as a reminder that our histories are not static documents locked away in dusty archives, but breathing reflections of who we are and who we might yet become. In the intricate weave of each letter lies a message meant for every soul, quietly grappling with lost time and unresolved grief, a declaration that the past is never truly behind us. As the screen fades to black, the final words emerge in soft, fading text over the darkened scene. Some secrets, it seems, are better left unopened, but perhaps therein lies the truth of our existence. And so, with every turned page and every heartfelt pause, the enduring mystery unfolds, a mystery that insists on speaking, on resonating with the present, and on reminding us that even the silenced voices of those we love may still be writing their stories across the canvas of time.